Hey everyone, what's up? It's episode number 2 of Follow the Yellow Brick Wall. It's the Football Manager 2021 Beta save with Borussia Dortmund. I'm Tony, as you know. Hope you enjoyed episode number 1. And obviously we didn't do a great deal in episode number 1, apart from obviously accept the job to manage Dortmund. We then met the players. We upset Jadon Sancho because we didn't offer a lot of promises, and we met the media, and we upset some of the media as well. So that's sort of where we are at the minute. Obviously, we're expected to challenge for the title, win the title next year and the year after that with a £9 million transfer budget, which isn't a lot of money. So we'll have to sort of be a bit smarter and see what we can do in terms of bringing players in. This is one of the newer screens on Football Manager 21. It's the recruitment meeting. Now, I like the idea. To be honest, I think it's pretty good. Sit down with your general manager, your director of football, your chief scout, assistant manager in this instance as well, just to try and identify the areas that maybe you need to look at if you're going to sort of like try to sort of identify targets more than anything. And I think with someone like Dortmund, who have a very clear strategy on what they want and who they want to bring in, then something like this could be quite beneficial. So my sort of recruitment meeting appears to be focusing more around a right back, a left midfielder and a striker. 100% agree with the striker, by the way. I think we desperately need a striker. Right back and left midfield, personally, I think we've got enough. As you can see here, right backs, we've got Meunier, we've got Piszczek, we've got Paslak, we've got Morey. I don't think we're struggling. Like, granted, we've got a couple of 3-starers as our starters, but it's not like we have no right backs. So I don't see that as a major issue right now. So maybe I'll sort of be a little bit like, let's put right backs to one side. Not huge concern. Maybe centre back, I think, might have been a bit more sort of interesting for us, because I don't think we're particularly blessed at centre back, although Emre Can can fill in there if needs be. So again, we have a little bit of versatility. Left wing as well. I mean, look at this. Like, this is a who's who, really. So Julian Brandt, Marco Reus, Jadon Sancho, Torgan Hazard, Giovanni Reina, Jude Bellingham. You can see there Alexander Pato we've got in on trial. That's left midfielders all over the place. We don't need another left midfielder, and we certainly don't need another attacking left midfielder. Striker, we definitely need someone else, though, to bring in, because all we've really got is Erling Haaland. As you can see, I've brought a couple of trialists in for varying degrees of interest, I suppose. Number 1, Mario Balotelli. Now, I know, like, with Dortmund, and Dortmund are very serious, and they have an ideology and a thesis and stuff, and an identity. But, like, if this was Newcastle, I get it, right? Bring Balotelli in. First thing you do, bring Balotelli. You're at Newcastle. It'll be funny, right? But at Dortmund, granted, it's a bit more serious. But you know what? I don't think it would be the worst decision in the world, right? Could I be the manager to tame him? Maybe. And if I am, what a story that is. Like, bringing Balotelli in, chilling him out, winning the Bundesliga, winning the Champions League. What a story. Maybe is all I'm saying. Like, Daniel Sturridge, I'm not going to sign him at all. Don't worry. Like, I'm not going to sign Daniel Sturridge. He was kind of brought in just really out of interest because he was on a free. Main thing I like to think about my footballers is they have to be fit, and Daniel Sturridge isn't that. Pato, I brought him in partly because of the fact he's an old wonder kid. So thought, is he going to be worth a look at again? Not especially. So we need to do some work. We need some strikers. I don't know who we're going to bring in. But, you know, a nifty little feature maybe. Might be worth sort of seeing what happens when you go back during the transfer window. Do you get an update? Update there. Balotelli's gone to Hoffenheim. So we're not getting Balotelli, which I think in one sense solves a problem in that we don't have Balotelli, but creates another problem in that I now don't have a second striker. We need to think about that. We might as well play a game, though. We've got FC Durden in the Polka, the Cup. I played as Kaiserslautern in my last save down in League 3. Never came across FC Durden, so presumably they're like a village team or something. Formation-wise, 4-3-1-2, very, very defensive. Even at home, they're very defensive because, obviously, we are, you would think, light years ahead of this team. Of course, you can't make wild predictions. This little screen, however, is quite nice. It gives you a bit of a sort of insight into how your opposition are going to line up, and any sort of particular tactics you might want to try and tweak. A bit of assistance in there as well for your assistant manager. Team sheet is in, so of course this is the first chance you get to see team sheets this year. And again, I like it, because you do hand a physical team sheet in. So you are, of course, able to, as we're just doing here, just alter any last minute instructions if you get something that sort of sticks out and being like, didn't really expect that, so we can make some slight alterations. Now, Team Talk screen again, slightly different from last year. I like the fact it's in a bit of a sort of semicircle crescent, a horseshoe. It just feels a bit more like you're giving an actual team talk in a changing room. So I know we've said, in the last episode that there'll be some stuff like press conferences and that, and some of the sort of clicky button stuff will just feel the same. But I do think they are trying to make more of an experience and more of a Sancho just putting the ball wide after 35 seconds. I think they're trying to make the game more of an experience, and fair play. Like, I think it's a great idea, to be honest, because sometimes it can feel a bit stale, and a bit. Haaland 1-0 after 2.5 minutes. Interrupted half a train of thought I had there. I'd kind of lost what I was about to say, but thankfully Erling Haaland has jumped in and almost spared my blushes, shall we say. Sancho with a lovely ball. Haaland running off the back of the defender, gets himself in and slots home his first goal in a Dortmund shirt for me. 2.5 minutes into his Dortmund career with me as the manager. I will take that. Absolutely, he's going to go for another one. Oh, no, blocked. Get a corner. And as I say, like, this is the thing, because, as I said at the start of episode 1, like, I never managed Haaland last year or the year before, so I don't really know how good he is on this game. I from what I read, he's incredible. So it's going to be really interesting to see what we can do and how far we can push him. And of course the same with Bellingham and the same with Sancho and just Dortmund in general, to be honest. It looks like it's... I hope it's going to be a fun save. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Obviously, we're playing in 2D. I suppose we should probably mention that fairly early on. The 3D match engine is really smooth, really, really nice. But I figured I'll just try 2D. Haaland again, 2-0 there, 9.5 minutes now. Not even 10 minutes played. He's already got himself 2 goals. And I get the fact we're playing against essentially a village team, but you've still got to score, and that's lovely movement from Haaland to put us 2-0 up. But as I was saying, I know we're playing 2D. We've got obviously highlights in 3D. Let me know down below in the comments what you want to see. Do you want to see the games in 2D? Do you want to see the games in 3D? My laptop will cope with 3D. It will do it. Obviously, it won't stream, so we can't do Twitch or we can't do live YouTube yet. It is something we might look at in the future. Might have to buy another computer. Just do it. Might do. And if it's something that you guys want to do, then we'll look into seeing if we can make that happen. So yeah, if you want 2D, obviously let us know. If you want 3D, let us know. Because of course, it's no skin off my nose, to be honest, as to which way we play. But it's just down to whatever you guys want to watch, really, to be honest. So free kick now for Marco Reus. 3-0. 3-0. Like, no question. No. Just, never in doubt, is it? Marco Reus steps up. Free kick, 20, 25 maybe yards. Keeper's not getting anywhere near that. Brilliant strike. 3-0. Less than 20 minutes on the clock. Go home, lads. Job done. Like, I know I've got previous of making bold statements, and saying, oh yeah, we're not going to lose now, and then of course we'll go and lose or concede loads of goals. Like, I'm reasonably confident now at 3-0 against a Village team that we're probably okay. Nice clearance there, by the way, for a corner, which could have actually backfired horrendously and made me look rather foolish. Can we clear that? Yes, we can. Now here's Marco Reus pulling the ball out and dragging all the defenders along, and Reus is gonna straight at the goalkeeper. Just he needs to look up, get his head up, look around, see what his options are, because I think we could have done better there than just straight at the goalkeeper. But never mind. It is what it is. It's not like that's not going to cost us the game, I don't think. And if it does, then we've played awful in the second half. Awful, if that's the situation. Just trying to get in and around it now, trying to chase the players down, forcing the mistakes. Reus there gets the ball back, and it's Haaland who gets his hat trick. not even 24 minutes on the clock, and Haaland has a hat trick. Marco Reus there, chomping at the bit, robs the midfielder, and then charges towards the goal, squares it across. Haaland just slaps it past the goalkeeper. And are we going to have a bit of review? Oh, it's close. Oh, it's like that, isn't it? Yeah, no, that's fine. It's 4-0. 4-0. 4-0 after 25 minutes. Yeah, I think we should win this. We should win this one now, I think. If we don't win it, then, yeah, fair enough. I might as well just resign at this point, because 4-0 up against a team which we've never heard of, if we end up losing 5-4, then, yeah, I'll end the season now. This is how confident I am that we'll win. I'm willing to say that we will have an episode 3. We will definitely have an episode 3. It would be awful if we didn't, I'll be honest. But yeah, I'm confident now. 4-0 up. Decent job from the players. 13 shots, 10 on target. XG of 2.13. That's pretty decent. As opposed to Durden's XG of 0.37. So probably to tell the players, that we're happy with how it's going. Can't really be mad at 4-0, can you? There's nothing you can go in and go, oh, it's all right. You've got to at least give them a bit of credit, and they deserve that credit. They're playing well. You can only beat what's put in front of you, to be honest. I quite like the new layout as well for how this sort of scene looks. This bit here, though, with the dugout, where it shows all your short passes, that's incredibly busy. That's very busy. I might have to see if there's a slightly different view or something different to look at, because I don't think you don't really get anything from that, to be honest. But everything else looks quite nice. The hearts, obviously, are there now instead of percentages for health. Again, you might have read articles about this or seen tweets or whatever. The idea being that you can't gauge someone's fitness by a percentage, so you now have hearts instead, which, that's fine, makes sense. A little bit more aesthetic, not a problem at all. Doesn't really offend me. I'm fine with that. We've obviously got body language as well down the bottom, so you can see sort of how, like, these little smiley faces and that on the players. Sort of that determines how they are feeling. So, nice little block there. Yeah, so like if they're getting complacent or if they're getting angry or wound up, then obviously presumably their faces change on the bottom in real time, and even just in terms of the presentation, you squads along the bottom there, you got your subs under a little tab as well, and of course then the iPad for stats and analysis. So I think as a new 5-0. Sorry, I got myself confused. We were already 4-0. Axel Witsel. That's I didn't have him on my scorecard, I'll be honest. Did not have him down to be the guy who got the 5th. Tidy little finish. Tidy finish indeed. Can't complain with that at all. Axel Witsel there's just running at the back post. Nearly a 6th. Nearly 6. Oh. We want 6. That's what I'm shouting. Yeah, no, I think the new presentation of this game is actually very good. Zagardo goes close there. Oh, like, yeah. Right, okay. How many bookings have they got? 7 bookings. Wow, they just... I think they got wound up in the first half, didn't they? They got a little bit wound up. And just kicked at everything. 7 bookings. 7 bookings is excessive, I think. You don't need to get 7 bookings. Just chill out, Durden. It's not all that. That's a nice ball, though. Brazovic to chase. Guerrero tidies it up. Can he get rid of it and clear it? Well, what I meant was, can he clear it? No. Can he get rid of it? Yes. Can he give it to their opposition? To their opposition team? Yeah, of course he can. Not ideal. Nice ball in there. No. Oh! It's a goal. Tiziano Lo Iacono. Was not expecting that. Through ball. He's got to put his head on it. Who's that? Is that Hummels? Or is that Zagardo? Whoever it is has got to challenge for it. You can't just watch that ball. Oh, it's all right. Oh dear. Yeah, you need to challenge for that. And Berkey needs to do well as well. Berkey's 1-on-1 there. He's got to at least be at the save. This is just some bloke who's, Sunday League players. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a nice finish. It's a good finish, but you'd probably back your goalkeeper in that instance. But never mind. Haaland's through now, nearly trying to get on the end to make it 4 for him. But you know what? Consolation goal for the hosts. They can't be too upset with that. We're still allowed 6 shots, to be honest. 19 shots for us. Possession, we've got 62. They've got 38. So, we've done what we need to do. We've turned up. We've got our business done early. Haaland nearly again. Nearly. Royce and Meunier are getting a bit tired. Yeah, it makes sense. But we're in injury time now, so doesn't really make much of a difference. Changing them, there's Haaland, can't quite get at the end of it. Final whistle goes, and it's 5-1. We've won 5-1 away from home. Can't really say anything negative there, to be honest. An XG of 3.23. That's pretty good. Is that that's not Marco Reus's face, is it? No, surely not. Surely not. If it is, fair enough, but I'm not entirely convinced. But yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. Next episode is going to be the first match of the Bundesliga where we take on Borussia Mönchengladbach. So if you have enjoyed this video, obviously do give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and obviously subscribe to the channel. That'd be much appreciated. Of course, any feedback you got below, drop it in the comments. Any players you think you might want to sign, and just areas you might strengthen if you were managing Borussia Dortmund. Maybe some of you are already playing as Dortmund. Let me know how you're getting on. As I say, we're not going to obviously focus on these screens all the time, so we're just going to have this in the background as we sort of get towards the end of this episode, really. And I will say thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you very, very soon with another video.